Today we're going to try to figure out exactly why Porsche 986 Boxster prices have taken off. About 2 years ago, I sold my Porsche 986 Boxster that I had for over 6 years. When I had sold it, prices had begun to flatten, and it now looks like I sold at what was the lowest part of the market. Of course, now that I've sold it, it looks like Boxster prices are heading up quickly. Hey, my history is when I sell a Porsche, that's probably a good sign for you to go and buy one. The market appears to be showing some love for the 986 Boxster, and there are a few reasons behind this rise. The fried egg headlights on the 986 Boxster were once derided. People with a more expensive 996 generation Porsche 911 hated that their cars looked like the less expensive 986 Boxster. In the past, the headlight styling is one thing that has kept 986 prices down. In fact, a popular modification on early cars was to de-amber the headlights. Hey, one of the reasons I sold my 986 Boxster is that I have high cholesterol, so I could only have egg whites, and this 996 doesn't have yolks. Hey, doctor's orders. But love for the original fried egg headlights is starting to grow, and some people are even starting to backdate their 986 Boxsters or return their de-ambered headlights back to original. Prices of the 996 generation Porsche 911 have jumped dramatically recently, with some low mileage 996 Carreras selling for over $50,000 on Bring a Trailer. As often happens when 911 prices go up, people start to look at alternatives. Just look at 914 and 912 prices after the air-cooled 911s started to get into some pretty insane money. Beyond this, the Boxster is really a wonderful car, and especially in S form, it's about 9/10 of a car as the 911. In fact, in some ways, the mid-engine Boxster performs better than the 911, specifically in neutral handling. With 9/10 the performance of a 911 and the ability to carry so much speed through the corners, you may just wonder if you can handle it. While with a 996 you can get an open-aired car, the Boxster was designed to be open-aired from the beginning. When new, the styling was a modern rendition of the legendary 550 Spider. And thanks to the car being designed as a roadster from the start, the fact that it did not have a permanent hardtop went into the design work. While with being a roadster, there is some flex. You won't notice it even when flying through a road course. In most cases, being flexible is good, but you don't really want your car to flex. Placing your engine between the front and rear axle is ideal for balance. And hey, the very first Porsche sports car had a mid-engine design. Cost is what forced Porsche to go to a rear engine layout, which thanks largely to the 911, they are best known for. But there is a reason why Porsche wanted to go with a mid-engine layout originally. A mid-engine layout is usually used in exotic supercars from the likes of Ferrari and McLaren. So at least with sports cars, having all the weight in the middle is a good thing. Too bad the same can't be said for middle-aged men. The Boxster is all about handling, and it's just made for keeping speed all the way through the corner. The thing is, even the slowest early 2.5 liter car, there's just so much fun to be had. It's really a momentum car, very similar to the Mazda MX-5 Miata, but with a decent amount more power than a Miata. The feeling of steering with at least 201 horsepower in the early cars and a curb weight of just about 2,800 pounds gives it just about the right amount of power for a relatively low weight car to have plenty of fun carving a canyon road. The chassis is just so well balanced, and the entire package comes together to make it just about as good a driver's car as you can find. And if a sports car isn't a driver's car, what's the point? When I sold my Boxster, a very good early car would fetch at best around $7,000. And some of the lowest mileage cars would maybe get about $10,000. Now, a low mileage early 986 Boxster will go for over $16,000 on Bring a Trailer. And an early Boxster S has recently fetched over $30,000. And while the overall used car market is up, the cars driving that increase are mainly trucks, SUVs, and sedans. For a two-seater sports car to see a decent increase over about a year likely isn't because of a rise in normal vehicles or lack of being able to buy a new vehicle. While the 986 Boxster will probably never be a blue chip investor car, it has recently received more respect than some would have given it just a few years ago. If you would like to find out why prices of the 996 generation Porsche 911 are skyrocketing, check out this video.